That's better. The coffee table. But this video is not about woodworking, or, well, it is about woodworking. It's something completely different. It's actually about, and let me turn that fucking thing off. Dehumidifier. I was thinking the other day, I work, I sit at a computer a lot, I watch a lot of YouTube, or it sits on in the background. So I figured I wanted to share with you, dear viewers, what channels I watch, what channels I go back to time and time again, and because they're entertaining people, entertaining videos, informative. So I broke it down into a number of different categories. Bikes, because I cycle a lot, cameras, machining and general building, guns, which is a strange one, and general life stuff. And I don't really watch that much life stuff, so and one of them actually kind of goes into building. So, and I'll try and include little clips. For bike stuff, which is the first category we'll start with, Cade Media, Francis, Jimmy. I'm trying to remember what the Jimmy's girlfriend's name is. It escapes me for a second. Just won some awards. Very entertaining channel if you like bike nerd stuff. Very good. Very entertaining hosts. Very informative. Following on from that, there's a guy called Josh Reid, who has been on the Cade Media channel a few times, but he's a long distance enduro biker. So it kind of links, because on Cade Media you get to see Nic The Mechanic with his bike shop. So he's doing videos, and Josh appears on that quite a lot because Josh fucks his bike up quite a lot and needs Nic The Mechanic to fix it. So Cade Media, go watch them. Josh Reid, if you like real good cycling content, really interesting, and Nic The Mechanic, super good. And then the other cycling channel I watch is called Everything's Been Done, which is a bit niche, but it's actually kind of a bit niche, but quite interesting. I can't remember where you just rode from. Did you ride from like San Francisco to somewhere in some like horrible weather? He talks about gear, he talks about camping out the back of his van, talks about bikes. Super interesting, super entertaining. Puts out quite a lot of content. Cade put out a lot of content, Josh not so much. Everything Being Done puts out a lot of content. And Nic The Mechanic is up and down. But all four of those channels, super interesting. I'll put them here. And I'll put links in the thing. For machining and general building stuff, I'm putting cameras later. It's there's a list here. Dave Fogler at Cinedrome, ex-ILM, I think, modeler, does some great stuff. Really great filmography. Very engaging. Part of the year is in San Francisco. Part of the year is in Maine, rebuilding a cabin. So you kind of get these different things. Super interesting channel. Bourbon Moth Woodworking. Love that channel. Been watching that for years. Super fun. You sometimes see me wearing a Bourbon Moth t-shirt. A new one for me is the Great Indoorsman. Is the owner of a drum company. Does woodworking, builds drums. Super interesting, really well filmed. Very engaging content. Alec Steele, you've seen me. I talked about the Alec Steele pants, which he doesn't make anymore. He's a metal worker, does forging, but he's done a bunch of different content recently on, Brompton bikes, building bags, a whole bunch of stuff, pens, knives, scissors. But he does a great bunch of forging, and although it's not an instructional video, you can, if you were a forger or a blacksmith, actually kind of gain some kind of knowledge from his channel, and it's very, very entertaining. I think he's a dog trainer as well. Anyway, he's super interesting. Inheritance machining. If you do any machining or you want to learn some machining, although he's not, again, not a guy who does tutorials, super interesting, really well made videos. Once every couple of weeks there's probably a video out. He doesn't mind showing his fuck ups. He doesn't mind showing you teardowns of machines and building it. Really, I'm always glad when there's one of the inheritance machining videos come out. It's always super good. On more machining, but a bit more comical, a bit more instructional, way more fun. This old Tony. Genius. Makes a lot of mum jokes. Very funny. Adam Savage. You all know my love of Adam Savage. That's a given. I watch Adam Savage all of the time. And there's a couple here that you may not have heard of. New Yorkshire Workshop. Yorkshire is a place in England. Guy doesn't talk. It's all subtitled, captioned videos. But he's a really good woodworker. He's been messing around with cars. He's done a whole bunch of home renovations. And he goes through, his videos are long, but he goes through step by step what he's doing, and you can see it. It's really well done. No music, just a guy working. It's really, really, really good working. I'm going to mess up Matt's name. Maxx Espe. He's a woodworker, does marking pens and a whole bunch of other stuff. Really, really nice woodworking, does some great tutorial videos, talks about wood, built a new workshop, built a camper van. Super entertaining, very informative. I highly recommend him. And then another English guy, Maxx Webster, who's rebuilding an old, I'm going to call it a coach house in a car park. Part instructional, very informative, likes the traditional building methods of lime and trying to keep materials as they were. He tries to keep it pretty real with the old school way of building things. He's pretty fucking entertaining as well. Most of these people, like Fogler, Inheritance Machining, Great Indoorsman, you're looking at a video maybe once a month, once every couple of weeks. They're not like dunk, 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 but the videos they do put out, especially the new Yorkshire Workshop thing, you might get 12 videos a year from that guy. Really well made. Well worth sitting down with a cup of tea and watching. So I think we'll do cameras next. Cameras. Dave Herring. You've heard me talk about him before. Well edited videos. Pretty bloody informative. Just generally seems like a really chill guy, but he's a Leica nerd, so it's good. Really respect what he's saying about cameras and stuff. Is really good. One you're all going to know is Kai W. Everyone should watch his videos because they're always quite amusing. But you're talking about, he's going to do a lot of different lenses, a lot of different cameras, a lot of different stuff, but it's still very, very entertaining. And one that I find myself watching, even though he puts out a video like once a year, is Graindead. If you absolutely want the darker side of humour, the darker side of just shitty cameras and horrible mum jokes, go watch Graindead. I wish he did more videos. It's superb stuff. I'll do life. Makari Espe, young lady, has a YouTube channel, does a whole bunch of things. I tried running for 30 days. I tried cycling for 30 days. Super entertaining. Her family's super nice. Did a range of t-shirts called I Fail Often, which you'll see me wear sometimes, a pink one that says I Fail Often. Videos, once a month, give or take. But always super entertaining, always very engaging, always different topics. She tried climbing and she gave herself whiplash. She spanked hard, but always really entertaining videos. She just ran, what was it, 10? I think she ran a 10. The last video she ran a 10k and her sister ran a half marathon. and her boyfriend was pretty much introduced as a cheerleader, which was kind of amusing. Really great videos. Super happy person. Super fun to listen to. This one kind of goes into building and not so much machining, but woodworking plus just other randomness like gun patios and his basement and shit. And the metal music says is Mujin. Super fucking funny videos. But it's kind of part instructional, part humour, and a bit of black metal, which I appreciate. I really enjoy those videos. And the last one, which is a really weird topic, is guns. I fell into this channel, and I don't have a gun. I don't shoot guns. But Dirty Kid are just a bunch of fucking idiots. Pawn shop gun challenges. Just the stupidest shit known to mankind. Completely wrong, but super entertaining. You're going to get, every single time they put out a video, there's a good 2, 3, 4 laughs out of those videos just from the fucking stupidity they pull. It's a miracle they're not actually shot each other yet, to be honest. And it's nice that they've got a ginger in the videos. They let him come along and play, you know, special needs or whatever. But that's also a very entertaining channel. If you don't like guns, don't watch it. But they do some really good merch. So that's it, yeah. Bikes, cameras, machining and building, and guns and life. These are the channels I subscribe to. These are the channels I go back to time and time again. Graindead especially. I've rewatched all of his videos far too many times because they're just hilarious and funny. Just silly stuff. But all of these people will be linked down below. Give them a look. If you're looking for good content, I'll split it up between the categories. If you're looking for good content, winter's coming, it's getting cold, it's getting dark, please go and check out all of these people and show them some love, because, well, they're harder working content creators than me, and they do much more engaging content, because most of the stuff I do is shit. Peace.